Trump made these comments off the cuff, I think. This is not a serious policy change. I don't think it's been deeply studied. He probably heard it from some Israeli or some settler or some pro-Israeli donor in the United States or somebody, an extremist. But it's not a serious proposition. The Jordanians and Egyptians will reject it. They already have. They'll politely tell him it can't be done because it'll destabilize the whole Middle East. But the really troubling thing about this is what it reflects in terms of how easily and quickly the most powerful man in the world can throw out an idea like this, which mirrors the century-long problem that the Palestinians have had with Israel and Zionism and Western powerful powers like Great Britain first and then the United States, which look at the Palestinians as pieces on a monopoly game board, disposable people, movable people, mobile people, people who have no anchorage, no rights, no agency. And they say, well, they can go here, they can do that, and get rid of them. The Israelis have tried desperately to get them out, get to push them out of Gaza, and they haven't been able to do it.
Can you tell us about the reaction that we had from Egypt and Jordan to these comments from Trump, and if that's what we would have expected from them?
Well, it's definitely what's expected from them, but they're both very vulnerable countries economically, militarily, politically, environmentally. These are really, really difficult situations for them because they rely heavily on the United States for military aid and economic aid and just basically survival aid to keep their people fed and their bureaucracies paid their salaries. So they can't openly confront the United States because the U.S. would then just throw them into the garbage and say, the hell with you, and get rid of them or change the regimes or something. So they have to be super careful how they deal, how they turn down this suggestion and come up with a better one. And that's, I think, what they're doing behind the scenes, saying, well, the best thing to do with these people is to let them live a decent life inside Palestine peacefully next to the Israelis. And here are the blueprints for that, which have been presented by the Arabs and the Palestinians and Hamas many, many, many times in the last 30, 40 years. But Jordan and Egypt are like most of the rest of the Arab world. They've lost their sovereignty to a large extent. They can't make a lot of decisions on their own. They often need Western or some foreign power to support them because it's Western power and aid that keeps them alive and solvent. And it's a very difficult position for most of the Arab countries that they're in.